Flag as we get underway here at Michigan, the 53 car on the inside with the 42 outside, double file down into turn 1. This is going to be a 50% race, 3 times the wear, and the 53 car jumps out to a lead as they come off of turn 2. Coming into the race, this is the second playoff race in the standings with the top 5 drivers advancing to the championship. As the 53 goes high in turn 3 and gets passed for the lead by the 00 car. Now here comes the 42 down to the inside, and they're stacking up single file behind him here as they come across the start-finish line for the first lap. The fuel window is going to be about 15 laps here in this race, so we'll look and see after we get a good green flag run here how pit strategies will work out. 3 wide back behind the leaders now as they exit turn 2 going down the back straightaway. And we'll look here, somebody is way back in the back of the pack, and we'll check on to see who that is. 3 wide down into turn 3 as the 42 still out front as they come around and look forward to the start finish line. And somebody's in the wall. That's the 18 back right before the start finish line. Caution still not out. They're still running.
Hood's killed, guys.
Down to the inside.
Caution is out.
And that'll bring out the first caution today at lap 3. And the 18 hit the wall hard as the leaders cross the start finish line.
Do y'all hear him, or is it just me?
I hear him too.
Yeah, I hear him.
Okay.
That was a hard hit right there. I don't know what happened. I hit someone.
He is so much better than we was.
Yeah, he is. Oh my God.
We'll get a live look into the drivers here. At some point in this race, we'll be able to talk to them and let them know what's going on and listen at what their car is doing. Coming into this race, Water Under Fridge has the most wins in the regular season and is atop the leaderboard in the playoff situation. And we're back under green here as we follow along with Picola Gator riding behind in the 7th position right now. He's going to go high and try to dip under the 22, and he has to lift and check up there. And the 9 car underneath him now, 4th position. And we'll ride along here with the 4 cars. They're 3 wide right in front of him. The 42 right in front, and the 24 underneath now. 24 makes contact with the 4 and slides him up the racetrack. And now the leaders are 3 wide fighting for position up front. And another caution comes out here as the second caution of the day. We'll see if any pit strategies will come into effect here early in the race with the second caution coming out. A lot of bumping and moving going on right now early in the race. Drivers trying to establish position and get up front and hopefully stay there for the duration of this race. Riding along here with the Biscuit 3047 as he rides in the 5th position before we get back under green here soon. And getting ready to take the green flag here once again. And the green flag drops, and we'll go down into turn 1. 2 wide down the front straightaway. Coming up to the first turn. 1 car's in the grass down in the tri-oval. And we'll ride along here with the leader, the 00 up front. And he breaks away from the pack by 2 car lengths out front. Down towards the yellow line. Number 4 coming hard on the inside as they go down the back straightaway. And he's all by himself out front. Nobody within a couple car lengths around him as he goes into turn 3 and 4. And again, tire wear is about 15 laps fuel window is about 15 laps on a full tank of gas here. Back behind him, a single file line on the inside with 2 cars trying to make that outside groove work as the 00 slides up the racetrack going into 1 and 2, and now they break off behind him, go 3 wide in the middle of the turns. The 24 coming on the outside, but he's going to lose traction and have to throttle it to keep from hitting the wall, and he's going to lose about 3 or 4 spots there as he comes out of the corner. Leader's now going down the back straightaway into the first corner in turn 3, and now he's going to be slid up under by the 42 as they run side by side through 3 and 4. And we'll see who has the better runoff here. The 42 clears for the lead as another car goes through the tri-oval. And we'll see if this brings out the caution back by pit road. We'll see who that was. And that was looks like the 53, if I'm not mistaken there, as he got shuffled out, bumped, and went through the grass in the tri-oval. We'll catch back up with the leaders here as we go into 3 and 4. The 3 car hot on the 42 as they go down into 3. 4 cars single file back behind the 42 as he's still out front for the lead as he comes to the start finish line down below the yellow line. He's going to use the fastest way around the racetrack. The leaders are the 42, the 3, and 2 cars behind him. As we'll see, that's the 00. And the 24's drifted back away from this pack as he's not with the leaders at the moment. Still 42, 3, 00 for the top 3 spots here at Michigan International Speedway. Down into the tri-oval across the start-finish line go the leaders. Now we're going to have a move for the pass on the inside. Here comes the 3 under the 42 as they go down into 1 and 2. He's got help behind him, pushing him through the corner. That's the 00 with the 3 as the 3 looks to clear the 42 coming off the corner 2 into the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway go the 3 leaders. The 3 still making a run on the lead position under the 42. As he looks to clear him coming off of turn 3, and he will slide up in front of him and have the lead as they cross the start-finish line. And the 00 slid up towards the top of the racetrack here. We'll check back further in the pack as we look at the 24 here riding right along behind the number 4 car, and he's just kind of get in single file line as they go into turn 1 and 2 right behind the leaders. They're not too far back, maybe about 5 or 6 car lengths as they go down the back straightaway. The top 6 positions there have broken away from the rest of the field as we have the 42, the 00, the 3, the 24, and the 4. And looks like the 28 are the top 6 positions here as the leaders still fight it out up front. The 42 has regained the lead, but not for very long, it looks like, as the 00 tries to make a pass on the inside of 1 and 2. Right along with the 00 here, riding in second place. He gets a push from the 3 as they come into the corner. Still 1 or 2 car lengths back from the 42 as they go into 3 and 4. And with the 3 right on his tail, we'll see if the 3 tries to make a move and get that position or if he pushes him up towards the front. Coming across the start-finish line now are the leaders. The 42, the 00, and the 3, your top 3 spots here at Michigan. Tight race for second place here as the 3 is all over the back of the 00. He moves up the racetrack, and that gives room for the 3 as he slides out way down the bottom of the racetrack, and he falls back in line behind the 00. We'll check back in the pack a little bit more. The 53 riding along down the back straightaway now as he enters 3 and 4 in the Hunt Brothers Pizza car. And trouble in turn 4, coming out of turn 4. That's the 24 car, hit the wall hard right there coming out of turn 4, and that brings out the 3rd caution of the day. A hard turn by the 42 there. We'll see if we can't get him on the audio here to find out what exactly happened there, as we take just a minute to catch up with him. And that's going to be, we'll unmute him real quick. Hey, 24, you got me there? Hey, man, that was a hard hit going in, coming out of turn 4. What happened on that crash there? Trouble down the backstretch as we talk to the 24 car, and they shift out. Caution still hasn't come out as he runs 3 wide through 3 and 4 here, loses position there to the 28 car. And trouble behind the leaders here as the car spins, and that'll bring out another caution here, the 4th caution of the day. And now we'll see some pit strategies come into play, as they should be approaching that fuel window. A lot of cars have already pitted, and you heard him there, too low below the yellow line. Do you feel like you have good long run speed if it stays green, where you can get up beside some of these guys and maybe work your way to the front? Well, tough break there, but see if you can battle back the rest of this race. 24, we appreciate you talking to us as we go back green. And we welcome you back as the 42 car still out front here at Michigan. Hot behind him, though, is the 53. And again, the 24, we just got through talking to him about working his way back up through the pack after the restart. He starts third, and he's looking to make a pass on the inside as they go to 3 and 4. He gets under the 53 car, coming up on the back bumper of the 42. The 42 still going to have the run off the corner, not going to be challenged for that lead spot. The 22 car further back behind those 3 in the wall, but that not hard enough to bring out the caution here as they go 2 wide back behind the leaders here. The 24 on the inside right behind the 42, the 53, and the 00 goes high in 1 and 2, and they'll come out the same way they went in the back straightaway. The 42 still in the lead as they come down the back straightaway. 53 car in second place now, took that over from the 24 car as they go into 3 and 4. 3 wide back behind the leaders here for position now. The 53 is going to challenge the 42 as they come off the corner, but still the 42 in the lead for right now, led the most laps of this race by far, as the 53 gets a run there but gets into the wall slightly and is going to lose speed on the 42. 42, 53, 24 slides around again, and he's into the wall. 24 had a run down the 00. Another car slides across the back straightaway and into the inside wall, and that'll bring out the 5th caution of the day. And we'll see where the leaders stack up when we come to the restart. Again, fuel's going to be a big issue as we get closer to the end of the race. We'll see which strategies play out better. And tire wear seems to be an issue right now as cars are really loose in the corners, and we see them sliding around fighting for position. We'll look at how the leaders stack up behind one another here after the restart. coming to the green flag. And we'll watch as they take the green flag in the restart zone now. Coming to the start-finish line, it's going to be the 42. Now keep in mind, he's won most of the races here in the regular season. He's one of the playoff contenders as we follow along here with the 24. And he got into the wall along with the 8. And the 8 goes high, tries to get under the 22. Here comes the 24. It's going to be 3 wide off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. And the 24 has the run down the back straightaway, and he'll gain the position. Right alongside here with the 00 inside of the number 3 as they come out of 3 and 4. Riding in the 4th position, the 28 car right ahead of him. Now the 53 is going to be left hung out to dry. The 00 starts to go up there, changes his mind, and now he's going to be back down to the inside in turn 1. Single file line back behind the 42 here as the 28 tried to make a move there to the inside. The 00 slides up in front for 3rd position, and he's going to take that position away. Now he's going to work the outside on the outside of the 28, gets to his quarter panel. He's got to run down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. He's got to stay high, and the 28 drives it deep off into the corner. We'll see what kind of run the 00 gets off here. The 28's going to clear him off of 4. The 42 still leading, and now the 3 car goes up under the 00 for 3rd position, and now he's going to take it 3 wide as they go into the tri-oval. Right along here with the leader, the 42 Water Under Fridge, and he's led most of the laps in this race, got most of the wins on the year, in first place in the point standings, and riding all along up front as he's about 5 or 6 car lengths out ahead of the pack. Back behind him, it's a hornet's nest as 3 cars go high and 1 slightly bumps the wall, and now they're going to be spinning in the grass. Back behind them, we'll see that was the 18 as he crosses the start-finish line and brings out the caution. The 8 T-bones him in the side. As he comes across the start-finish line, we'll check with the 18 and see what happened there. Tell you what, I'm not seeing his number on the roster. That'll be, we'll check in with number 8 as that's Kyle Stapleton. Got caught up in that crash as they crossed the start-finish line. And we'll talk to him just as soon as we can get him on. Gamertag Mustang T03288. And we'll see if we can get him on. Mustang, number 8 car, you got me? 8 car, can you hear me? Yeah. Man, tough crash there as the 18 spun around in the grass and kind of caught you as you were coming across the start-finish line. Tell me what happened there. Just a tough break there. There's nothing you could do as the 18 car was spinning across in front of you and just nowhere to go. What are you looking like on tires?
I'm good. Pitted right after. I crashed.
One more question from you and we'll let you get back to racing. Is as the race goes on and the tires start to wear down, I see more and more cars getting loose there on the longer runs. Are you having a lot of problem early in runs on tire wear, or are your tires holding up pretty good?
They look pretty good right now.
All right. We'll check in with you later in the race as we go back to the broadcast coverage here. And back here under caution, it appears. Not sure why the caution came out. Anytime I talk to a driver, I have to go back, unmute the driver, and then talk to him before coming back to the race. I'm not sure what happened there. But another caution, the 6th caution in the race here so far at Michigan today. We'll check on the leaders here in just a minute as we get back going under green, as the 22 car out front here with the restart, the 18 right out beside him, or excuse me, .42 still in the lead with the 24. I'm sorry, did not see the 42 up front, as he's led most of the laps here in the race. Coming out of turn 2 is the 42 still in the lead. Couple of shuffling back out behind him as they come too wide down the back straightaway. Now the 24 looking inside for the pass for the lead. 42 closes to his quarter panel, tries the side draft, and the 24 is going to get the run off the corner, and the 42 is going to be shuffled back, and that's going to take the lead away from him as he loses 4 or 5 spots there as the 24 went up under him. 00 making contact. Now the 42 sideways into the wall, on the inside wall. A lot of contact there for the 42, and that'll bring out another caution here in the race. Looked like the 00 got loose, got up into the 42 as the 7th caution in the race comes out. We'll go talk to the 42 here and see what his thoughts on that crash were after losing the positions that he did. .42, this is Mike in the booth. You got me? .42, can you hear me?
Like that.
And we're back under green as the 3 car in the lead
I had the run,
goes into the trioval.
I couldn't go low.
Going right
took the
past
run,
the start-finish line. The 4 looks outside to make a pass after they cross the line. Here comes the 28 right behind the 4 as the 4 goes deep into the corner in 1 and 2, trying to get by the 3. And we'll see if he can make the pass, as he is not able to. And the 42 right back underneath. Here challenging for the lead, going to get right to the back bumper of the 3 car, going down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. 42 goes high, the 3 stays low, and he's going to have to fall in back behind the 3 car as they're stacking up behind him there. The 24 and the 4 make contact.
Well, we just lost the 42.
And the 42 just went right down pit road. He got bumped. Not sure what happened, but that's going to bring out the caution.
He just got loose
and
and
for the
spun.
second time here in just a few laps, the 42 gets spun. And he's going to take a trip down pit road. I'm sure he'll need it anyway. 42, you got me?
.42, what just happened?
42, can you hear me? Not sure he's got his headset on, but we'll get some other drivers'
I can
opinions.
hear him. I don't know if you have him unmuted.
Yeah, I can hear him too.
We'll go right back under green here in just a minute. The 8th caution of today as we come back to the restart zone. There's the green flag. It's going to drop. The 3 takes off to an early lead, but the 24 right alongside him as they come through the tri-oval and go down into 1 and 2. The 3 car looks to have the advantage as the inside line's forming up behind him very well. The outside struggling to form, and now we have it 3 wide back in 1 and 2. 3 car breaks out to a lead going down the back straightaway, and they're shuffling back and forth in between the 3 car as he gets down into 3 and 4. 4 wide back there between the 24, the 42, he's back in the mix, the 28 and the 4. As they come to the tri-oval, they went 4 wide through that corner. A lot of racing going on here early. 3 car still out front by about 3 car lengths as they go in 1 and 2. The 18 car up high hits the wall, and now he's going to bounce off, but caution will not come out. The 42 pushing the 24, and now the 18 in the grass, and he slides up and slams the wall coming out of the turn, and that's going to bring out another caution. Tough break there for the 18, the second time he's gone around today. And we'll see if we can't get the 18 on the radio. 18, this is Mike. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, tough break there. Got loose again, and for the second time in this race, you've got pushed to the back in a crash, and it's kind of hard to battle back.
I don't know what happened. It just spun around. I think it keeps getting loose into the turns. So I don't know if I got to change the setup or not. I might change it and after the stage.
If you don't mind, how many laps do you have left in the stage?
I think it's like. I think we're on like lap. Let me see. Like 24, so around 6 laps to go.
All right. We appreciate you talking to us. We'll be back to talk to you in a little while as we get back under green here. The 3 car still out front, the 42 again. He's been the stronger car here today, and he's working back his way back up 3 wide into 1 and 2 as he battles back for the lead. Now the 42 and the 53 going to race side by side down the back straightaway with the 3 and the 28 car in front of those as they are the leaders. Going into 3 and 4, 3 wide back behind the first 5 cars. 3 car still holds the advantage as he takes the middle line. The 24, the 53, and the 00 all single file behind him down to the inside. Now the 00 in the grass as they come through the tri-oval. 42 gets pushed up the racetrack. Now the 24 makes contact behind him. 24 down to the inside as he slides up in front of the 00. 53 trying to make a pass on the 42 to the inside. The 42 comes down, makes contact with the 53. And he's going to slide all the way down to the inside wall, but he doesn't spin and lose control. That will not bring out the caution. 42 made contact with the 53 there on the back straightaway, and the 53 loses position as they race out in front of him. 24, 3 wide, up towards the front of the field. Will check in as they go 4 wide now. And the battle for the lead is out in front with the 24, the 28, and the 42. The 3 car got shuffled back out of the mix. Now the 00 making a run on the 3 as he goes inside, makes contact with the 3, and gets slid down to the inside part of the wall. And the 3 and 4 is the 24 car, the 42 right behind him, and the 3 right back there into the mix. 42 slides up the track, and the 3 not going to be able to make a run on the 42 as they come into the tri-oval. 24 car still out front, and the 42 right behind him.
Fun race. Good job, Jeremiah. Good job. Good stage win, Jeremiah.
That was pretty fun.
And that's going to bring out another caution.
What the f*** was that 4 doing?
That was good.
The 24 there is going to take the lead as we come back out of caution. The 9th caution on the day, and you've got to wonder, tire wear starting to play into some of these cars, getting loose. Maybe driving it too hard into the corner. But nonetheless, the 24 with the lead as we are here under caution at Michigan International Speedway. And we enter the restart zone here with the 24 in the lead as they come down across the stripe. He's going to go to the inside and start on the inside row with the 28 outside of him. Now they come up, make contact before turn 1 and 2. 3 car right behind the 24 as they go into the first turn. Single file back behind the leader, 4 cars in a row as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. 53, the 00 and the 3 all in the line as they enter the turn, but the 53 and 00 take the middle line and the 3 goes low. 24 got shuffled back, lost the lead there in turns 3 and 4, and now we come down to the stripe with, it looks like, the 28 car in the lead. Right along with the leader here in the 28 as he's going to come off of turn 2 with the run down the back straightaway. Single file back behind the leader now. The 00, the 3, and the 42 all go low as the 28 stays up high. And that's going to shuffle him out of the lead as he gets run up the racetrack by the the 24 car. 24 and the 42 battling for the lead here as they cross the start-finish line. The 00 right behind them, waiting for one of them to make a mistake. 42 gets the run on the high side, but the 00 comes up and gives the 3 car push. I said the 24. That's the 3 and the 42 racing for the lead down the back straightaway. 42 car jumps out to a little bit of an advantage as they enter 3 and 4. Going into 3, the 42 car looks to clear the 3 car, but here comes the 3 on the inside as they come back out of the corner. 42 makes contact with the 3 as they come down. And now it's 3 wide. 3 wide for the lead. 42 makes contact with the car on the outside. That was the 00.
Whoa.
That was my bad,
And
Jim.
we'll see if the caution comes out here.
Oh, no, the 24's in it. Oh.
Caution comes out. We still
Hey, that
got
was my bad,
a
Jeremiah.
car wrecking back behind them there.
Dude, I was flipping.
That's the 01 car of Lucy Goosey 69. Driving the Napa car
Like,
as this
that's my
brings out
fault,
the
man.
10th caution
When
of the day here at Michigan.
Man, I can't help it. He get me pumped up, man. It making me drive like crazy. I can't help it.
We'll talk to the
That's what
00
keeps
car,
happening
which
to
the
me.
42
The more I keep
made
hearing them talk,
contact
the more I
with
get
on
fired
the
up.
inside wall there. 00, this is Mike. You got me? Man, tough break. You were racing for the lead as it went 4 wide there, coming into the tri-oval. Made contact with the 42 and got in the wall.
Oh, looks
And
like we
you
got
like
some
big
new leaders.
wieners.
Well, we appreciate you talking to
Me
us and taking that time as the 00 is in the lead as they come to the start-finish line, coming down to a few laps to go in this stage. The 22 on the outside of the 00 as they go down the front straightaway into the first corner. The 42 right behind him. Now remember, the 42 and the 00 just made contact there previous to that last caution that brought that caution out. And now the 18 makes contact back behind the 22. And a car went up and touched the wall. Not sure who it was as they raced down the back straightaway. Cars sliding all over the racetrack. Fighting for position here as they go into 3 and 4.
Yeah,
22 in the
Because
middle.
actually, you gave me a good
4 wide back behind him now as they go sliding across the racetrack. We've got cars going down into the grass. Cars into the fence. And they're still sliding back behind the pack
I was
here.
not ready for that. Holy moly.
And that
Damn,
should
all
bring
11
out the caution
seconds.
here.
That was a big one.
See if we can't get somebody here to tell us. Anybody, you got me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, how many laps do you have left in the stage?
We're in the final stage. I believe they're.
I think we got like 34, maybe 30, 35, 34.
All right, thank you for that. 34 laps to go here in this race. And we're
driving like crap in it.
We've seen a bunch of guys race up, take the lead. We've seen some guys shuffle back, lose positions, get shuffled out of the way. A lot of pit stops here. Tires going to be a real big factor coming down to the end of this race. Getting ready to go back under green here as we ride along with the 53, with the 3 car right outside of his door, sitting on the 4th row back from the leader. 42 in front of the 22 as they come to the stripe. The 24 and the 4 right behind them. And now we've got the 53 car going down to the apron as he looks to take position away as they go 3 wide in front of him, coming in to turns 1 and 2. Now they single file right behind the leader there, and we'll jump out with the 4 car. He looks to make a move there on the inside. Got a help from the 00 as he gets pushed by the 24, by the 00 to go up under the 24. The 00 looked to the inside to make a pass there. 42 still out front by about 2 car lengths. 00 all over the back of the 4 car as they're trying to catch the 42, and a car in the wall.
Ooh, that was a hard hit right there.
Right across the front.
Oh my God.
Of the start-finish line. We'll try to see who that was as it brings out another caution.
Jeremiah, was that you laughing?
That car shot straight across the whole entire field, back about 6 cars back from the leader, and took a hard hit on the outside wall.
I think I hit the 53, and
42
I think
still in the lead, right behind the 4 car.
Badass. That wasn't him. That was Eddie.
I didn't want to say anything.
You know what? I'm gonna race in the back for a while. You guys just go. You guys pass me. It's fine.
We come to the restart zone here as the green flag drops, and we get back underway racing. The 18 car spun his tires coming out of that restart, and he's going to drop to the back of the field as the 42 still has the lead going down into 1 and 2. Again, the 42 car is going to be the car to beat as the 24 gets shoved up the racetrack. The 22 makes contact with the 24. Green flag still waves here as another car. That's the 20. Excuse me, I said the 22. It looks like the 01 back in the wall down the back straightaway.
What was that?
And another caution comes out here as the leaders go into turn 3 and 4. A lot of contact, pushing and shoving back behind the leaders, fighting for position as we get down towards the end of this race. Let's go now and talk to the 18, who after that restart seemed to spin his tires coming off the line. 18, this is Mike. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, walk us through what happened on that restart. Not sure if you're.
I got dumped. That's what happened. I got completely dumped by the 01 going down the backstretch.
I can't hear him. I don't know what he's saying.
So you hear it here. It's not. He didn't spin his tires. He just got dumped right there before the start-finish line. And now another restart here as we get back under green. The 42 still out front here as they take the green flag with the 3 right behind him. The 53, the 4, and the 00 all up there racing for position. 3 wide back behind the leaders now. That's the 28, the 00, and the 4, 53, 3, and 42 single file down the back straightaway. And now the 22 gets shifted out of position, and he's going to slide down the back straightaway as they race in front of him. The 3 car looks to make a pass on the 42 down to the inside. And he's going to have help from the 53 as he gets to the side of the 42. The 42 comes down the side draft there off the 3 car. And now they're 3 wide for the lead. 42, 53, and the 3 with 2 cars right behind them looking to make a move there on the inside. 42 gets pushed up the racetrack with the 3 taking the lead. He's going to clear the 42 off of turn 2. The 42 is going to lose about 3 spots as he slides back in front of the 53. And he's going to drop back to 4th. The 3 car made a great move there to the inside. Now they're going to go 3 wide into the corner again. And now the leaders pushing and shoving right in front of the 42 and the 53 car. Now they're going to go 3 wide back behind the 4 who has the lead in 3 and 4. The 4 comes off of 3 and 4 here, going down the front straightaway as they go single file for the first 4 back from the leader. 24 is the first car out of line as he's running in the 5th position. They're back behind the leaders. The 53 looks to the outside of the 4, but the 4 is going to make a run back to the inside as we come out of turn 2. We'll ride along here with the 4 and the 53, watching this battle for the lead as the 4 goes to the inside of the 53. 53 has a little run on the outside. The 4 going to try to get back in it here and make up that ground here as they come off of 4 towards the start-finish line.
As upset as I was 10 like in 1
I'm going to tell you, that
ago,
was right there close to nose to nose. Couldn't really tell who had the lead as they crossed the start-finish line there. The 53 makes another run on the outside of the 4 as they come off of turn 2 and back behind them. Now there's just one car there on the inside line. The 53's really hung out to dry on his own. The 4 and the 53 make contact going down the back straightaway. And now the 53, with no help behind him, gets a good run off into 3 and 4. But the 4 is going to use that push going down the inside. They've got 4 cars down on the inside part of the track now, who's getting a good run there as the 24 makes to look a move on the inside, but he gets pushed back. The door got slammed right there on him. Now the 24 is going to jump up high and try to run that high line. The 53 got pushed back behind the leaders. Now he runs in the 5th spot, back there battling the 42 for the 4th position. 24 now runs 3rd. The 4 still leads in the 28 right there on his bumper as they go into 3 and 4. Here comes the 28 on the outside, looking to make a run for the lead on the 4 cars. They come out of the 4th turn, going down into the the tri-oval as they cross the start-finish line. The 28 has the lead, but the 4 car tries to run it deep back down into the corner going into turn 1. Great run by the 28 as he gets a better run going there into 1 and 2, and he clears the 4, and now the 24 makes a move under the 4 position going down into down into the backstretch. We'll ride with the leader here, number 28, as he goes into 3 and 4. The 4, the 24, and the 42 single file right behind him. The 3 and the 00 coming now into the tri-oval as they ride back behind the leaders. 3 cars trying to make a move on the 00. We'll see if he tries to dive low as the 00 goes high here into 1 and 2. Into the center of the corner, the 3 still on the bumper of the 00 car as they exit 2, going down the back straightaway.
Yeah, I saw that. That was bad.
The 4 car still right there on the bumper of the 28. We'll see if he tries to move him out of the way as they go down into turn 3. 28 had a run there, had the better run on the 4 car, but the 4 got a better exit there than the 28 as they come to the start-finish line. The 4 makes contact with the 28, slides him up the track, and now they race side by side going down the front straightaway. Going into 1 and 2, the 4 still riding in the 2nd position, but he's trying to take the lead away from the 28 as the 28 goes way high there in the corner, and the 4 gets a run on the 28 down the back straightaway, makes contact. The 28 gets into the fence, and now the 4 is going to have the lead and clears the 28, and now the 42 looking to make a move inside the 28, and here comes the the 53 and the 24 as they get under the 28 car as he got shuffled back out of the lead in just a few quick seconds. He's riding 5th now, and now the 24, the 42, the 53, and the leader of the 4 going down here into turn 1. 28 tries to make a move on the 24 car, but here comes the 53. Inside of the 24, they make contact. The 24 into the wall, the 53 down the backstretch under the apron.
Thank God for that caution.
And that's going to bring out the caution as they go down the back straightaway.
Out of it, John, but we weren't going nowhere.
The 53 and the 24 get together right behind the 4 and the 42 that were riding right in front of them. That opened the door for the 28.
That was pretty sick from back here.
I know, that
And I'm going to tell you,
official, man.
if you're riding in the back and you see something like that happen in front of you, man, there's really nowhere you can go, nothing you can do, as there's just no time to react.
It's been an hour now since we started.
Thank you to the 4 car. 15 to go. I can't see the laps on my screen here, but coming down to 15 laps to go, getting ready to go back under green. The 42 takes the lead coming out of the pits. 42 going to start on the inside, the 4 on the outside, and now they come to the green flag at the start-finish line. The 28 right behind the 42. He's going to give him a push down the front straightaway as they go into turn 1. 42 and the 4 battling for the lead, and the 42 makes the move to the inside, and now here comes the 28 inside the 42, and the 42 is going to clear the 4 car as they come out of the corner. We'll look up to the leaders, the 24 right on the bumper of the 28 as the 28 rides inside of the 4 car, and the 42 here is in the lead as the number 4 and 28 battle for second back behind them. The 24 and the 3 right behind them. Again, want to remind you, the 42 won most of the races in the regular season. He's leading the point standings as this is the second race in the playoff picture here, coming down to the final 3 races of the season after tonight. 42 takes it into turns 1 and 2, coming down the back straightaway. Right behind him's the 28 and the 4, separated by a couple car lengths from the 24. Now the 4 is going to make a run on the 28, bumps him on the inside. He's going to get that inside position going down to turn 3. And this opens the door for the 24 as he comes on in the inside, and they make it 3 wide back behind the 42. 24 takes the position from the 4 and the 28 car as he looks to make a move on the leader here, coming down to the last few laps of this race. As they run right now, it's the 42, the 24, the 4, and the 28. Single file back behind them, the 00 now has jumped behind the 28. And the first car out is the 00. Here's the 4 car now in 3 and 4, gets up under the 24 as he gets a push from the 28, trying to clear him there for that second position. They make contact, and that'll open the door for the 4 car. Anybody really having trouble now catching the 42 as the 24 gets shuffled out, contact made back as they come through the tri-oval. The 42 now clear advantage out front, 2 car lengths ahead of the number 4 car as we have somebody in the wall. That looks like the 28 car. Ran it in too hard there, got pushed up into the outside wall.
I don't, no.
Here's the 42 and the 4. Both take the inside line. The 4 is doing all he can to get up to the back bumper of the 42 car. Remember, we're down inside 15 laps when we took that last green flag start. And now we've got a car in the inside grass. And there's a car, looks like it's in the... There's a car hitting the inside wall of pit road. And there's a car that got shuffled down, and he had to go down pit road, and now that's going to bring out another caution.
I slid up into him.
And as we come down last couple laps of this race, that'll give an opening here for the number 4 car and a couple back behind him to try to catch the 42. Nothing they're doing seems to be working right now. The 42 having a strong run here late in the race. We'll try to get the 4 car here in just a few moments as see if he's got a plan for the 42 and what he can try to do to get this win.
Put him in the damn wall.
4 car, this is Mike. You got me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, man. Sitting in second position right now. 42's just having a good run here late in the race. Is there anything you can do different to maybe get up and try to catch him for the lead?
Yeah, put that 18 into him. I got to win. I got a championship to win. I'm just gonna run my race. Hopefully I can win. But 18's gonna be a dickhead. Like
18 pushes you down there on the inside apron. I've got to ask if you get a chance to move a car out of the way for the win as you go 3 wide there in turn 2. And just like that, the 4 takes the lead, and there's a wreck back behind him. Just as we were talking to the 4 car, there was
What was he doing back
there
there?
was a
The 3
wreck
was
back
just going
behind the
everywhere.
leader. And I tell you, man, if
I don't think I've ever seen something like that before.
there was
oh
a-
my god.
Is that coming into his speed?
What is it, like 5 laps to go already? Jeez.
there's the 4, the 28, the 24, and the 53, the first 4 cars in the lead there. As we were talking to the 4 car, we've still got him on the radio, I do believe. He started that green flag run back behind the leaders and made his way up to the front as he was talking to us. And I was just asking him if he had to move a car out of the way for the lead, would he do it? And before we could get his answer, he showed us what his answer was as he bulldozed his way to the front of this pack.
Y'all must.
And here's the 4 car on the inside, 24 on the outside of him, 28 back behind the 4.
2 to go,
as
2 to
we
go,
come
2 to
down
go.
to 2 to go here in this race at Michigan International Speedway. 4 car out in front of the 24, 28 back behind them. It's going to be anybody's race as the 28 makes a move on the inside of the 24. The 4 still has the lead out front by about 1 car length. It's going to get really chippy here down as we come to 2 to this time by the white stripe will be the white flag. 4 car still with the advantage into 3 and 4. Single file back behind them. They're 3 wide, the 42, the 53, and the 22. 42 ran so strong in this race, and now he's going to be shuffled back as they cross the line here with 1 to go. 1 to go, and the 4 car still in the lead. He's in playoff contention. The 28 back behind him looking to do anything to get on the outside quarter panel of that 4 car. The 4 still has the run and the advantage coming off the turn 2. The 42 got into the wall. He's going to be out of contention here, barring some unforeseen circumstance here late in the race. 4 car down the back straightaway. 22 gets pushed out down inside the white line in the back straightaway. The 28 makes a move on the 4 on the inside. Here comes the 53 coming down to the white flag, and that's going to bring out the caution. And this race will end under caution, and we'll have to see who was the leader as the caution came out. I believe it's going to be the 28.
No, it wasn't.
It was the 4.
We'll see. No official results yet. And now
It is the number 4 is your winner.
It's like he don't hear us, but we can hear him.
I guess, yeah.
still not seeing anything here.
I
The
did
28,
pit. I
the
only took 2
53,
tires.
and the 4.
Damn, Biscuit, me and you's about to have a good race
As we'll
here.
see the official stats, or excuse me, the official results here as the screen comes up. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the 4 car was the winner.
Pause it.
We'll see. We'll give you the official results here
And look at P. Cola Gator. He had the fastest lap.
as we get up here. And the 4 car did win the race, as that was an interesting race down the stretch there. And I'll tell you what, the 4 car there, we were just talking to him on the radio right before he took to the lead, and we were getting ready to ask him, or in fact we did ask him if he would move somebody out of the way for the lead. Funny part is he showed us right before he gave us an answer that he would do so, and he got the lead, and ultimately that gave him the win there at the end of the race. See if we can catch up with the 4 car. Get him here in just a second.
I need to smoke a cigarette.
Number 4, this is Mike. You got me?
Do I got to stick around for our
Yeah, go
race
ahead.
or no?
Man, just as I was asking you if you would move somebody out of the way, you dove down low inside of 3 cars, took it 3 wide, and took the lead. Ultimately, that gave you the win here tonight.
For press.
What are your thoughts on the race?
Yeah, it was a good race. A lot of cautions. I got to do what I got to do to get a playoff win in advance. It was a good race. Hate it for Water Under Bridge 42 car. He should have won it. Had a dominated car. TCW did too. Everybody had one except 18. But other than that, I mean, happy to win.
Completely understand that. Good race there for the 4 machine as he picks up the win tonight. The 42, as you heard him say, had the stronger car. He led most of the laps here in the race, and he looked like he was going to be the car to beat just there late in the race. Got shuffled out of position, and that opened the door for the 4 car. With that being said, the 4 wins tonight, and we will update you as we come to next week's race on the playoff standings and who's in position to do what as we come down to the last 3 races here in this season. Las Vegas will be the track next week as playoffs really heating up here down the stretch.
Well, so nobody wants to interview the second place number 28. Well, fuck me too.
And he ain't hell. He didn't talk to me the whole race. Y'all
I mean, I understand the 4 booting me out of the way, but you know, I'm not here for points. I'm just here for fun. So.